Hello everyone and welcome to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. We're glad you're tuned in. We want to give a shout out to our friends at Southern Oregon PBS, KTVL, KDRV, and the Dove Network. Thank you for hosting us on your station. In the Medford School District, we have one shared vision, and that we believe that all are learning, and learning is for all. And what better place to do that than right here on Medford Anywhere Learning TV.
Hi, I'm Kim Neiswanger. I'm a first grade teacher out at Roosh Outdoor Community School. Today I'd like to teach you about some sounds and some letters. Now last time I was here with you, I taught you about sounds and letters as well. And oh my goodness, I taught you a lot of sounds and a lot of letters that go together to make those sounds. So the first thing I'd like to do today is to review those sounds with you. And then, believe it or not, I have another sound that I'd like to share with you. And then after that, we'll get down to some fun and have some games, and I'll show you a way that you can play with these sounds at home and you can learn them. First of all, let's look at our sound cards that we had from last time. And if you remember, I have the letter sounds and the letter blends, and then I have a picture underneath them to help us remind us what the sound says. So let's look at this first card over here. This first one is the O-I letters together, and that O-I, if you'll remember by looking at my picture, makes the sound oi. And so I have a picture of a boy because that helps me to remember that O-I says oi as in boy. The next one are the letters O-W, and together O-W makes the sound ow. My picture for that is a Band-Aid, because if you remember, I told you a story about my cats scratching me and I need a Band-Aid, and I said ow when they scratched me, so I went and got a Band-Aid. So the Band-Aid helps me remember that OW says ow. Oh yeah, I like this one. This one is fun. This one is O-O. It says like in the word look. So I have a pair of binoculars so that I can look through them. Here's the next sound. Yes, I like this one. This one is A-W, and A-W together says, aw. So I have a picture of a cute kitten, because when I see my kittens, they're so cute, and I say, aw, look at that kitty, and it reminds me that A-W says, aw. Next sound, here we go. Oh, guess what? I'm back at a sound I'm familiar with. O-U together makes the sound ow. Now, what was that picture for ow? Yep, you guessed it. It was a Band-Aid. Remember, a Band-Aid helps me remember, ow, I need a Band-Aid. O-U says ow. Okay, here's a new one. U-E together makes the sound ooh, like in the word ooh. So this little boy, he's holding his nose because remember, he smelled a skunk, and he said, oh, that stinks. And so that reminds us that U-E says ooh. My favorite one again. And I said it, aw. A-U together with the cute kitten says aw. You know what? I think I'm going to speed up here because I think we're getting these sounds down. So let me go just a little faster here and get through these so we can get to our new sounds. Here's the next one. E-W together. Yep, you guessed it. There's that boy holding his nose. He smells a skunk. So he says, ooh, ooh, that's stinky. Okay, here we go. Next one. O-O. O-O together. Yes, it says like in look, but it also says ooh like in moon. Like I went outside to look at the moon. Ooh. Here's my next one. That very first sound that I did. Oi, O-I with the boy. This one is the same. O-Y makes the sound oi like in boy. The boy had to change the oil in his car. Now, this sound, this one's a brand new one. This one we did not learn last week. This is the letters, the I and the E together. And, man, this is making me hungry. Do you see what I have down here? This is a pie, because I-E together makes the sound I, like in pie. Yum, I'd like to have a piece of that pumpkin pie. That's my favorite. But I-E is not the only thing that makes the I sound. We have I-G-H that makes the I sound as well. What? Those aren't vowels. Well, one of them's a vowel, but the other two, you're right, are not vowels. But these three letters together make the sound I, like we hear in pie. And I have one last way. You know, I think I'm going to save that last way for just a minute. And let's talk about these IE and IGH sounds, because the last way, it's going to be a little confusing if we go on to it right now. So the sounds IE and IGH make that I sound. Let's think. Yep, I found the word pie in that sound, but I wonder if I could think of any other words that have that I sound in it. You know what? While I was at home today thinking, I did find some words that had that I sound in it. Let me grab my cards here. This is the word tie. T-I-E spells tie. That I-E says I. This is like I'm going to tie my shoes. Today I tied my shoes. Next word is the word lie. L-I-E spells the word lie. Ooh, I don't know if that's such a good word. I hope that we don't lie. Ugh, I don't like that word lie. Let's get rid of that. Let's pull up a different word that has the I sound in it. Oh, yes. I did this a lot today, and you might be doing it a lot as well. This is the word sigh. I-G-H makes that I sound, so this is the word sigh. When is this going to end? When can I go back to school? That's a big sigh for me. Next word. Wonder what it's going to be. Wonder if it's going to be like sigh. Oh, it is. It has the I-G-H in it. This is the word n-I-t for night. We get to see the moon at night. I-G-H says I as in I. So you want a little trick? Don't tell anybody I taught you this trick. But oftentimes you see I-G-H and a T after it. So I like to go ahead and teach you that actually I-G-H-T says ite, like right and night. Ooh, let's see if I have one of those words next. Light. I have light. There's the L, the ul sound, and then as I just taught you, I-G-H-T says ite. So we have the word ul, light. Okay, let's see what else I came up with. Oh, this one takes us to our next sound that's kind of confusing. Oh, I think I'm ready to teach you it, though. All right, so if you'll notice, that word had the Y at the end of it. Well, I'm going to teach you that Y can say two things when it's at the end of a word. Y can say the I sound, like in the word cry. Oh, look at this poor guy, he's crying. Y can say I at the end of cry, or Y can say the E sound at the end of sleepy. This poor guy, he's sleeping. That might be why he's crying, because he's sleeping. He's sleepy, so that Y says the E sound at the end. Now, there's one way that you can tell if that Y is going to say I or if it's going to say E. And the good way to tell is if you'll notice this word cry, it only has 3 letters, but it also has 1 syllable. That means that you only can clap once when you say this word cry. And then that means that the Y at the end is going to say the I sound. So if you have a 3-letter word, a 2-letter word, or really a 1-syllable word, the Y at the end of it is going to say I, like in cry. Now, if you have a word like sleepy, it's 2 syllables, and it has the Y at the end, so it most likely is going to say E at the end of sleepy. Now, you know, the letters and words and sounds, they don't always follow the rules. So that's just a rule to kind of help you. The best thing to do is to read the word and read it with the I sound first. And then if that doesn't work, read it with the Y sound. So if I switched it up and I read that word cry and I said cree, I'd be like, oh, The boy went home and What? No, that doesn't make sense, so I need to switch that up to an I sound. The boy went home and he had a good cry. Oh, yes, that makes sense in my sentence now. So now I want to show you what I did the other day. I went on a sound roundup. Ooh, that sounds like fun. So I was in my house and I grabbed my cowboy hat. Let me put my cowboy hat on because you need a cowboy hat when you do a roundup. And I grabbed my bandana. I forgot it today, but that's okay. I grabbed my bandana and I had it on and I looked like a cowboy. And I was going to go around my house and round up some words. So I brought them today to show you what I found. So over here in my neat little bag, you might see already this little tail sticking up. I wonder what that could be. Dog? Dog. Oh, it does have the ah sound in it, but it doesn't have the AU or AW ah sound in it. Let me show you. It's not just a dog. Guess who it is? It is Snoopy! Yay, Snoopy's my favorite. So we have my friend Snoopy right here. Is he going to sit up? Yep. And let me show you the word Snoopy. Snoopy, we have that O-O-oo sound as in Snoopy. S-N-O-O-P-Y. Oh, guess what we have at the end there as well? I didn't even realize that when I found the word Snoopy. But that Y at the end says E as in Snoopy because it is more than a one-syllable word. Wow, that was fun. That was a neat surprise. Okay, let me put Snoopy off to the side. Now I found... Well, you probably guessed it. Snoopy has a friend. And Snoopy's friend is Woodstock. Yes, Woodstock is Snoopy's friend. And I found Woodstock along with Snoopy. And guess what? I have the word Woodstock on a card right here. And that word Woodstock has the O-O in it as well. But the O-O this time says instead of oo. So we have W-O-O-D, stock. Oh, there's an ah sound in there too, but that ah is not the A-U or that A-W. So O can say ah as well. Man, that's crazy. So we have Snoopy, we have Woodstock. I wonder what else I found on my sound roundup. Let me look into my bag and see. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Well, this one you'll like. This one is a Band-Aid. I found a Band-Aid. Now, I didn't have a card for Band-Aid because Band-Aid doesn't have any of our sounds in it. But I brought a Band-Aid, and I found a Band-Aid because it reminds me to say, ow. Ow, I cut my finger. Ow, I got a scratch. A Band-Aid helps me remember, ow. That's why I grabbed my Band-Aid. Let me see what else I have in this. Oh, this is fun. I have a pink couch. I don't know. Wonder where this pink couch went to. Maybe my Barbie house, maybe my tree house, my doll house. I don't know, but it's a fun pink couch. Ow. What sound do we hear in couch? We hear that ow sound. So there's my couch. And here is my word couch. K-ow-ch for the word couch. We have that ow sound. All right. I wonder if Snoopy and Woodstock would like to sit on the couch. I think they're kind of big for it. Let's just set the couch on top of them. It's kind of silly, huh? All right. Next, what do I have in my bag? Oh, this is interesting. It's kind of look a jumbled mess, but this and these together, this is my iPod. And out of my iPod, guess what I get? I get sound. Sound has the O-U, ow sound. S-O-U-N-D, sound comes out of my iPod and my headphones. Oh, wouldn't that be funny? Snoopy and Woodstock on the couch wearing headphones, listening to some sound? That would be hilarious. Okay, let's put them over here. And I think I have, how many more things in my bag? Oh, I have 2 more things in my bag. I found this. This is a pointer. 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 What sound do I hear in pointer? Pointer, oi, pointer. I hear the sound oi in pointer. Look, the pointer's pointing to the word pointer. That's hilarious. Here, let me make the pointers point to the amazing sound oi in this word pointer. P-O-I, oi, N-T-E-R for makes pointer. All right, now I said I have one more thing in my bag, and I don't have this time a card for it because I want you to tell me the sounds that we hear in this right here. What is this? Do you know what this is? What does this do? You're right, this is a flashlight. Let's just go with the sound, the word light. Let's don't talk about the flash part of it. Let's just talk about light. So in the word light, I hear, oh, that sound I just learned. And that secret that I told you as well. Light. O-L, ite. Do you remember the letters for ite? That's right. I-G-H-T makes the sound ite. So now I have a light. You know, it was super fun going on my sound roundup. I wonder if maybe you could go outside and go on a sound safari, or you could go to your bedroom, you could go to the grocery store and go on a sound roundup. There's so many places that you could go on a sound roundup. I hope you have fun doing a sound roundup. I had so much fun on my sound roundup that I wanted to show you guys how to make a book so that I could write a book with all of the sounds I found on my sound roundup. Now, there's only a few things you'll need to find around your house, but I hope you have them. And if you don't, it's okay. You can find anything, or you could just take pieces of paper and staple them together, and it's a good book. But today I'm going to use a paper bag for the cover of my book, and then I'm going to use just regular white paper for the pages, and a simple marker, a stapler, and if you don't have a stapler, you certainly could use tape, you could use string, you could use Band-Aids. That would be funny on a sound book. Ow, Band-Aids. Oh, that would be brilliant. And then I have some scissors to use. So we're going to start off by making the cover of our book. And I am going to, do you see on my paper bag, right here, this is really a cool way to make this. Right here is a little flap, and you see this line right here. Guess what I'm going to do? I am just going to cut this bag right here at this line. We're just going to cut that bottom right off. All right. So I got that bottom cut off, and now this is super fun. Watch what happens. Ta-da! We have a bag with a hole in it. Now, all we have to do with this bag to have the cover of our book is right here is I don't know if you can see it, right here is a line on either side. It doesn't matter which side. I'm just going to cut right down that line so that I cut it open so that I can have a book. So let me cut open that line. And there we go. Now we have this long piece of paper. Now, all I have to do is I have to take this long piece of paper, and it has already a good fold right inside of it. Do you see this good fold? Right there on that line. So we can fold it, and I am going to take now my white pieces of paper, and it's magical because these white pieces of paper fit right inside. Watch this. I'm going to slide them right inside. I don't have to fold them or anything, and they fit just about perfect inside my book. Oh, we have it hanging off a little bit right here. That's okay. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that off. So let's take my scissors. Let's make sure it's lined up really good. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut right here where this line is. And so we'll cut off my white pieces of paper and probably a little bit of the bag on the other side because it wasn't completely even. Okay, there we go. Now I have it cut off, and I have my sweet little book. The only thing I need to do now is I'm going to take my stapler, and I'm going to staple the edges right here. 1, 2, 3. And now, look, I have a sweet little book where I can write on the pages. That's fun. You know what I'm missing right now is in my class we make books, and I kind of missed out on that project. That's why I want to show you this book, because it's going to be so fun to have your own book that you wrote and you illustrated, and we published it because we put it together in a book form. So let me put my book down, and I'm going to write. I have to give my book a title. Of course I do. And what better title for my book, I think, is I'm going to say My Silly Sound Book is what I want to title it. So I'm just going to write right here, my, M-Y. There's that I sound again. Isn't that crazy? And watch this. Silly, S-I-L-L-Y. Guess what we have? That Y says E, so we have a Y that says I. We have a Y that says E. Man, I love it when our sounds are in what we're writing. My silly sound, S-O-U, another ow sound. Wow, we are full of sounds. Sound, N-D, my silly sound, and then I'm going to write the word book right here, and you guessed it, book has O-O, like in look. Oh, guess what I'm going to do? This will be super fun to do. Guess what I'm going to do? On this O-O on my book, I am going to draw some eyes and a little nose, because that makes it silly. Oh, you know what? I want a little... My Silly Sound Book. Now, my friends need to know who wrote this book, so I need to write by, there's that Y again, and I'm going to put these two little dots, that's called a colon, by, and then I'm going to write my name, by Kim, K-I-M. Aw, my name's kind of boring. It only has an I sound in it, not some of those fancy sounds that we've been learning, but that's okay. It still has the I sound in it. Now I have the cover of my book, I have the title of my book, I have who wrote the book. So now we can get started in writing the book. Now in my Silly Sound Book, this is what I like to do. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to turn to the first page. And at the top of it, I'm going to pick one of those sounds that I like. And I like the sound. Remember, aw was my favorite sound. So I'm going to start with the aw sound. And so at the top of my book, I'm going to write my sound. So let's open up the book. And at the top right here, oh, look, my marker bled through. That's okay. At the top right here, I am going to write the ah sound. And I'm going to write the two letters that make the ah sound. Wait a minute. There's 4 letters that make the ah sound. So the AU and the AW. I think I'll just write both of those at the top of my book. So right here at the top, I'm going to write the AU sound. And right here, I'm going to write the AW sound. Now, here's where the fun part comes in. I'm not just going to write AU, AW, and then draw a picture of something that has aw in it, like cute kitten aw. I'm going to make a sentence with as many words in it using the aw sound. Really? Yes. It's super crazy. Are you ready? Let's see. I like to start books with once upon a time. Once upon. There's that aw sound, once upon a time. Let's start writing. Ready? Oh, yeah. When I start writing, my sentence has to start always, always, always with a capital letter. So I'm going to write the word once, and I'm going to come up here kind of high because I might want to write a long sentence. Once. O-N-C-E. Once upon, there's that aw sound, but guess what? This time that aw sound is just the O. Ah. Once upon a time, once upon a time, I saw. Saw has the aw sound in it. I saw, right there, A-W, ah. I saw, oh, you know what? We have a teacher at our school. Her name is Mrs. Orchard, and it has the aw sound in it. Let's put Mrs. Orchard in my book. How does that sound? I saw Mrs. M-R-S. That's a crazy way to write Mrs., isn't it? Yep, that's an abbreviation, and it's capitalized because it's going to be a proper noun. Mrs. Orchard, A-U, there's my ah sound, C-H-A-R-D. Whew, she has a long name. Once upon a time, I saw Mrs. Orchard. What did I see Mrs. Orchard doing? I saw Mrs. Orchard chase, C-H-A-S-E, chase how can I get that aw sound in there? Chase a fawn. Fawns are out now. Fawn, you know, a baby deer, F-A-W-N, chase a fawn. And, oh, this is going to be funny. Are you ready? And a leprechaun. L-E-P-R-E. Woo, this is a hard one to spell. C-H, there's that A-U. Leprechaun. So once upon a time, I saw Mrs. Orchard chase a fawn and a leprechaun. Let's put an ending to my sentence now. It's getting kind of long. Let's see. Where should she chase it? Across the lawn. Once upon a time, I saw Mrs. Orchard chase a fawn and a leprechaun across the lawn. Oh, yeah, that's a great, silly sentence. And I am going to put, I want people to know I'm excited about this, so I'm going to put an exclamation point at the end of my sentence. Now, if I just wanted to say it ho-hum, I could take this part off of it, and I could just put a period. Can I put a question mark? I don't think so, because I'm not asking a question, so I can't put a question mark at the end there. So I have my sentence. Are you ready? For aw, I have, once upon a time, I saw Mrs. Orchard chase a fawn and a leprechaun across the lawn. That is a great sentence. I love that sentence. Now, I have my words, I have my sentence, I have my sounds at the top, but I have this big old white space on my page. So guess what I get to do now? I get to draw a picture of Mrs. Orchard chasing a fawn and a leprechaun across the lawn. I am not a good artist at all, but that's okay because this is a silly sound book, so it can have a silly picture as well. Now, we have a picture, an illustration to match our story. Mrs. Orchard, the fawn, the leprechaun. Once upon a time, I saw Mrs. Orchard chase a fawn and a leprechaun across the lawn. That is a silly sentence. Now I can take and I can turn the page of my book and I can continue on with the next sound and make up a sentence. And I can continue with the next sound and make up a sentence and illustrate it. And then pretty soon I have this big book of silly sounds and silly sentences and silly pictures to go with it. I love writing, and I hope you guys love writing too. I hope you have fun making your silly sound book, and I can't wait to see it. Maybe you could take a picture of it and post it for your teacher to see. Maybe you could record yourself reading it and for everybody to hear. That would be awesome. Maybe you could gather your family around for story time when you finish it. And you can sit at the storyteller's chair, and they can be sitting around you, and you can read your silly sound book to your family or whoever is around. And I hope that you get a lot of laughs with your silly sound book. Thank you for joining me on Medford Anywhere Learning TV. I hope you have fun with sounds.
Thanks for tuning in to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. Medford School District is a place where all are learning, and learning is for all.